are working really hard.
When you say hip hop was down during COVID, do you think that's the reason why Metro FM and 5FM got rid of hip hop shows?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I think most stations really. I know from just like observation. Like
Even YFM had two.
We had two. We had ours, and then we had Scoop and Scoop and
Buntle.
And
Yeah.
Shit, it feels like such a long time ago.
And then they got rid of that show.
They got rid of the one show, but obviously YFM flagship Thursday night. I think it will always be hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't know when it will change, but from what I do know.
I'm from the old school. You know me, all about the culture, like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team. Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K. Set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.
What up, what up, what up, what's happening? It's the head nigga in charge, Rashid motherfucking K alongside
OG triple, you know what time it is, man.
It's another episode of the Masterclass podcast, the best in the land.
Yeah, man, I saw you tweet some shit a couple of weeks ago saying that this is the best hip-hop podcast in the country.
It is.
Yeah.
The race is on, but me see no competition.
Also, nobody does it like we do it. I won't lie to you.
Nah,
sure.
never did.
Episode, whatever it is, man. It's December time. We're happy. You know what I mean? That's his enjoy.
Yeah, man. We bring you that
festive
shit
season.
that's necessary for the industry. You know, we don't rely on interviews to keep going.
Yeah, and stop sending us requests for us to interview people.
We don't do interviews.
You can watch the other podcasts. All of them do that.
That's the masterclass. We're here to educate.
I need to move this back because I can't see your face. And what if I need to knock you out real quick?
All right.
See my way, you know.
I'm saying.
What's good though? You alright?
Oh no, I'm all good, man.
Good.
I can't complain. I feel great.
Birthday vibes was nice.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a December baby,
hey.
So you already know.
I can't believe that because I was thinking when you told me earlier, like, you know, that it's your birthday again. I said, Rashid, wasn't your birthday just like last week, nigga?
No, it was just last year.
Yeah, so that means we've been rocking for over like a year and some change now then.
Yeah, no, we've been at it.
It's wild for me.
Yeah.
I remember day one when everybody made up. Where did we shoot episode 1, Ganj?
Shine Studios in Bram.
Shout out to Shine.
Shout out to Shine.
Is it still Shine? It's not Shine
it's
anymore.
TMF. It's TMF now. It's called TMF.
The black people own it now.
Yeah.
Word up, man. How's your hip hop week? How you feeling? How you nice?
No, man. I'm taking it easy. This December, been traveling, events here and there.
Word.
You know, we don't rest in December.
No, dog. I want to though. I want to rest in Jan. You know, like a bit of Jan, maybe even into February. February is my birthday month, so I usually like to take that whole month to just kick back and like reflect on my life and just see, you know, what a year has been for me without having too much work and too much partying until my birthday.
Yeah, I don't know if I can rest because, you know, the work.
My nigga.
On radio, you don't take leave.
There's no leave, but you know what I mean? Like, you need to find ways to rest, though, doggy. You have to. Rest is such an essential part of you as a performance yourself. You know, like, you need... You don't need months and weeks of rest.
Maybe a young vacation for a weekend.
You know what I mean? Even if it's like one day.
Yeah, weekend getaway.
Don't do shit.
Yeah.
Give me phone. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a phone with ladies.
Yeah.
I when they die.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So that's what it is.
Word, man. Now I had a good hip hop week as well, I think. Obviously, listening to whatever's new that's coming out. Still going back to some of the shit that I enjoyed, you know, during the year and, you know, into last year and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of room, I think, this year for new artists. You know what I mean? Would you say 2022 was a great year for hip hop? I think it was an amazing year for hip hop. That's why I open with the fact that I think there's a lot of room for new artists, because if you look at something like Back to the City or the Sahas, a lot of the people nominated were new.
Yeah, newcomers.
That means the ears on the ground again.
Yeah.
Like
people are listening, people are watching.
Yeah, bro. And the audience also has grown and it's gotten a bit wider. You know what I mean? In terms of the fact that now I think there's a lot more ears listening to hip hop than there was in 2021 during COVID 2020. You know?
Yeah.
People wanted to party, they wanted to jive and groove, and they couldn't because they were locked down in their houses. So the music was then their source of escape to dance, which I think that's what piano came in and did really well during a time when we can't go out, but you can be in your house and be on channel O lockdown, and it's just piano the whole night. And that's what you long for, is a good time, right?
Yeah.
Now that we're back outside, we're listening to hip-hop again, fully. That's why 2022, towards the end, the last 6 months, has been dope.
Yeah, no, hip-hop came back.
It's been dope. Any favorites? Sorry, before we go for any favorites this year?
Favorites? Tyson Sabatelli, Ginger Trill, Lost Diamonds 2, P. Dot and Blacklist. I really enjoyed that album. Who else, man?
You enjoyed Skanda. I know you enjoyed Skanda.
Yeah, I enjoyed Skanda Republic 3.
I can't disagree with any of those.
Yeah, man.
I do, like, a lot of people threw a lot of hate at McLaren, but I still think it's a classic. It's a good album.
It is.
But I know there's a lot of hate in the street.
I heard the stories that his album is not all that. He's good on features, but I like that album. I really dig it.
I thought it was clean, man. So I'm saying there's a lot of room for some new people in the next years to come, dog. It's gonna be an interesting time for hip hop. So I've had fun as well. I do see a lot of we spoke about it last, couple episodes back, where we spoke about local artists trying to get gigs in their own area. I'm seeing a lot of that now. I don't know if it's because they heard us on the masterclass or saw a clip from Colbert or some shit.
Yeah, probably.
Niggas is like working harder to get bookings in their own areas, which was nice to see, during the festive season.
Which brings me to today's topic.
What you on about?
Trippy. Let's handle.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Yeah. There's this common understanding or agreement that SA hip hop golden era was between 2014 and 2017.
Yeah.
So my question is, right now, is SA hip hop improving? Are we getting better in terms of music, events, the whole cultural movement?
Yeah. I think for me, it's like any other scale, I think.
Yeah.
Where you can only go up to a certain point to come down to go back up. You know what I'm saying?
Where we at right now?
I think
are we down?
No, not at all. I think we were down, like I was saying earlier, 2020, 2021, we struggled. 2022, it's back up that peak. So 2014, 2017, 2018, COVID, piano. Now, back outside.
Are we up or we're getting up?
I think we're getting up. I wouldn't say we're up. We're not up. We're definitely not up. We were up, dog. You know when we were up.
No. 2014 to 2017, we're definitely up.
That's even for you as someone who makes money from hip-hop every day, né?
Yeah.
Between 2014 and 2017, you were living kakna. You know what I mean? Nice ass cars, you could spend anywhere, you were buying liquors, and then when hip hop started to die down, it obviously affects us as well, because we hip hop commentators, we hip hop journalists, and if there's no hip hop gigs, there's no hip hop gigs for us either.
Yeah. For sure.
So then you felt like, oh shit, I gotta change my life a bit now. Imali aisafani. Because the game is just not where it was.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, now I'm gigging again. Yeah, see, I'm getting up.
Back outside.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, we're on our way up, but we're not up. We're not up. We were up at some point.
Is that only with music or in general with the events, with everything that has to do with hip hop?
I think with the whole culture. You know what I'm saying? I think with the whole culture. There are some elements that have died. Like we spoke about graffiti, gone.
Yeah.
Beatboxing, gone. So those elements have fallen a bit. But I do think as music and as the eventing side of things, even the underground movement as well, I think it's on its way up again. There's niggas are working really hard.
When you say hip hop was down during COVID, do you think that's the reason why Metro FM and 5FM got rid of hip hop shows?
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I think most stations really. I know from just like observation. Like
even YFM had two.
We had two. We had ours, and then we had Scoop and Scoop and
Buntle.
And Buntle. Yeah. Shit, it feels like such a long time ago.
And then they got rid of that show.
They got rid of the one show, but obviously YFM flagship Thursday night, I think it will always be hip hop.
Yeah,
I don't know when it will change, but from what I do know that they do try
to keep. Been like that.
They try and keep that culture, and from the conversations I had, I don't think that's going anywhere really. You know, but like that's why Absolute Hip Hop gone. You know, Cosmo Stir Up gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to them for whatever they're doing now. But the actual core hip hop shows they had, they died because the music was just not there. And the vibes weren't there, the events weren't there, nothing was happening for us.
And since you say hip hop is getting back up, do you think as soon as it's up, those shows might bring back, maybe not exactly the same, but like hip hop shows, different names, different hosts?
Yes, for sure, 100%. Even TV.
Yeah, TV.
Shizness, shout out to Shizness, award-winning stuff. Shows like that are gonna come back for sure. If the music is there and there's a demand for it, shows like that, you know, the corporate niggas is dogs, bruh. It's about who's hot. I remember speaking to someone who worked at an agency once, and I had a big fight with them. I was upset. I was angry. This is when Focalistic. Shout out to Foca because I've known Foca for a long time. We've known Foca for years. Before, when you were still just running around trying to get niggas his music, you know, and he was one of the niggas I always tried to put on if it was the Hip Hop Floor or SA Hip Hop Live or Freeway, always tried to put him on, you know? And when he started to blow with that song, I forgot what it's called, the big song that he blew with, the one with that had Davido on it. Kista. There was an agency that had him shoot the video they shot the video for him, you know? And I was speaking to one of the people who organized that whole thing to happen, and I'm like, it's fucked up that you guys don't even know Focalistic, you don't know how his journey has been, you don't know him as a person. All you're looking at is that this nigga's got the hottest song out right now. So I'm like, what about the actual individual? Like the person, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's not hot next week,
they don't care. It's all about bottom line.
He loses that deal.
Yeah.
He literally loses a deal with Hunters or Amp Studios. You know what I mean? Because he's not as hot anymore. I'm like, what about you know what that does to the human being, my dog? Mentally it should fuck you up. And I feel like it's very unfair what corporate people are doing to the artist, in the fact that you only want to work with someone because they're hot today, but you don't even want to find out what else they can do to make them hot and keep them hot.
It's not about them. It's about the bottom line. They don't care about the artist. Like as long as you pop in, you can bring numbers. They wanna exploit that, you see, to their benefit.
And I want to bring back to the question you asked me about Metro and 5 canceling hip hop shows. And I need to commend EY for this, because at that time as well, as much like hip hop was struggling, I'm 100% sure YFM considered canceling all hip hop shows.
Canning,
you know what I mean? But when we did have those conversations, it was the whole thing of, there's such a strong culture at Y, you know, with hip hop, that they even said to us, guys, COVID fucked y'all up. You didn't have a great year, hip hop wasn't moving, but we do know that things are going to pick up, so we are not canceling the hip hop show. You guys we couldn't go outside, we couldn't do OBs, we were doing interviews over the phone only, you know what I mean? Maybe the most thing that was dope on the show was playing exclusive music. But there's no interaction anymore with artists and the listener and that kind of thing, you know? And they considered all of that and were like, you know what, let's keep pushing until we get out of the storm.
No, it was rough. We were also broadcasting from home, you know, but we managed to get those freestyles sent, play them, the music and all of that.
And that's tough. That doesn't keep any culture alive.
You know what I mean? But with us, we managed to do, during COVID, hip-hop Sundays. Even though we had like different... we had different
I remember that shit.
Curfews at 6.
That
We
was
need to
wild,
be done.
We dealt with cops almost every Sunday.
You know what I mean? We had a podcast going on. We had events during COVID going on. You know, we managed to keep it alive. You know.
So you think there's like two sides to it, really, no?
Yeah. And we're still here. You know. So now everyone can do what we did.
But that's
during those difficult times, it's easier now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, don't you think then that's the reason why the rap game is then growing again? You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm saying, it was down. It was tough, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But only those who were really about the culture still stuck to it and tried to find different ways to keep this shit moving.
Yeah. At some point during COVID, I remember we were the only ones with the platform in Joburg.
Oh, at Hip Hop Sundays.
Yeah.
That's for sure. There was nothing. No one else could host events. We were lucky enough to be able to do something like that. So that just shows, even the struggles we're talking about, that 2017, this shit started coming down. And I mean, I won't lie to you, I don't blame Yanos or anything. I actually commend Yanos for keeping the country alive.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't think hip-hop would have been able to, we wouldn't be able to tell the stories we needed to tell for the time, because people weren't trying to hear stories. They were trying to
have fun. They were trying to escape from this
COVID
madness. Yeah.
But now I'm seeing it, man, and it's looking beautiful, my nigga. I'm so encouraged by it, so much so that I even feel like platforms like this are in 2023, 24, 25 going forward are going to be way stronger than your typical commercial places, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be a struggle. That's why I'm like, if a radio station still wants to do hip hop and come back, Metro and 5, they probably have to get people who are already doing a podcast, because nowadays I don't think you can do radio and have a show on radio and not have a podcast.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean? You have to have both that can complement each other, and that's how you blow this hip hop shit up again.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, man. Like, I saw SA Hip Hop coming back in 2022, the second half of the year, and I think 2023 is just gonna be blazing.
Big,
it's just gonna be amazing.
Can I ask you like a personal one? I want you to answer it personally.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you could feel that hip hop, like we're down, like events wise, financially, you know, music wise? How did you actually feel as a nigga that's been in the game and loves this shit to the point where it's tattooed on your wrist?
Hey man, it was a difficult time for everyone, especially the artists who are relying on music alone, and the DJs.
Yo, the DJs we went through it.
You know what I mean?
It was tough.
You know what I mean? So it was really tough. Luckily, I still had a job, you know, to survive. That's why we managed to do events. Those events without like having to stress about.
We're speaking though from a place of privilege, because we had jobs during COVID.
Yeah, we had jobs during
like
COVID.
Like personally.
But you could see like, yo, niggas are not doing well. Some niggas left their apartments and went back home.
Damn, bro.
You know, it was that crazy.
Like
it was and some artists ended up taking gigs they wouldn't take normally.
Yep, niggas were back in Ayep in the club and shit.
Niggas were back in Ayep.
Yeah, no more stadium, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even a budget for that. Corporate is not even looking at us like that. It was a tough time, actually.
Yeah.
So I do think right now, my nigga, we are on the up, because we're back in the game. Like, even your girls getting mad gigs now. See what I did there? Gigs, GG, gigs, GG. So it's alright. Comment section. Yeah, but she's getting gigs everywhere, dog. You know what I mean? She's TV, she's rapping, she's getting liquor sponsorships, she's
back outside.
That's the sign that she's got mad music coming out, dog. You know what I mean? Even this year, I think there's like a whole reality show and all that shit that, you know, 2023 that she's doing on her own shit, you know?
Yeah.
But like, if a little Gigi can do a little something like that in that pocket, that means a lot of other guys are doing bigger deals that we probably don't know about.
Yeah.
Cotton Fest is back. Back to the City is back. it's all just gonna go back up, my dog. It's just now the music has to relate to the people again. You couldn't speak to people about hip hop during COVID because it wasn't. I don't think COVID was hip hop friendly at all around the world.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
You know, but
I wonder if.
Sorry to cut you, dog. Yeah. COVID was so not hip hop or R&B that Beyonce dropped the dance album and Drake dropped the dance album. That's how bad COVID fucked up hip hop. Yeah.
I wonder if Pop Bottles is gonna come back without Dimples.
Ooh, man. I don't know if the boys can put it together. It would be nice to see, man.
Yeah, it would be nice to see.
Because I don't think Dimples would have loved to see it just go away.
Because we're already seeing Cotton First happening without Ricky.
Facts.
Yeah, so I'd love to see Pop Bottles as well.
You know when things like that happen, don't you sometimes feel like it should just end with that person? Like if you, touch wood, you and us make depart, and we're like, you know what, no more Back to the City. And
but what does that do to the culture?
It kills the culture, but I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, yo, but also let's try something else then. Let's leave.
If there can be something,
Cotton Fest or Back to the City with
if
Rashid.
There can be something equivalent to that, then it's cool. But
I'm saying equivalent, but now we're just not calling it.
Yeah, don't call it that. But I'm saying if you're gonna cancel Cotton First because Ricky's no longer there and you have nothing to replace it with, then that's not good for the culture.
True. I think like you have to have something to replace it with.
Yes.
But I'm also sometimes skeptical about us doing things posthumous things.
Yeah, but new things, they're gonna like take a while to
people to adapt.
Yeah.
Because the name is there. We know it's Cotton Fest. So yeah, I don't know.
If you're gonna start something, you have to start from scratch. Market it, promote it, do whatever shit it takes.
It's just easier to just take the back of whatever you guys put together and just ride it
and run with it.
I don't know. I like new shit. I think like let homies take their stuff and go with it. It was theirs. They the only ones really know how to do it the way they did it.
Yeah.
Whatever I come with, it's gonna be different. It's never gonna be the same.
It is gonna be different.
Because
you're already seeing or hearing people saying, if Ricky was here, if Ricky was here,
they would have booked me first. If I was, you know what I mean? This shit wouldn't be going down if Ricky was around. We don't need that kind of. I say let Ricky and everybody rest with whatever content.
And we don't know that. We're speculating. We don't know that for sure.
We don't know if Ricky would have really booked you, dog.
You know what I mean?
This might have been the one where Ricky was like, and it's like, nah, we're not booking this nigga this one.
Yeah.
Word. I got you, dog. But I feel you. I think hip hop is on the up and up. In conclusion, it's going to be an amazing year. If you're a new artist, this is the year to go back and watch all the episodes of the masterclass and put yourself together a career that you can maneuver. Yes, the lessons aren't over. We're learning lessons still today.
All the time.
And we're gonna come tell you all about it for sure.
All the time.
You know what I mean? And I think this is the year for the new guys, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Like the new, not the new guys that are on like that one Sahas and shit.
Yeah.
New people that we've never heard of before. There will be.
There's always new people.
I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
Please, everybody, put a timestamp on this one. There will be someone new in SA hip hop that no one ever heard of. That's gonna be pretty commercial and big, from maybe 1 or 2 songs.
Okay.
In this year.
I want that too.
And if I'm right, it's 20 rand from everybody. Hola, Vandag.
Okay, let's move to the free period.
Let's free it out, doggy.
Let's go to the free period.
What we got today?
We got Sbuda P.
I know Sbuda P. Big shout out to Sbuda P.
Sbuda P has been around. You know what I mean?
Easy, Inja.
Soweto boy. Kasi rapper. You know.
Spitter, murderer.
A barrel MC. He's got a couple of diss tracks, you know. You know, Kasi rappers, sometimes they go at each other.
I love that about Kasi culture, the Kasi rap culture.
Yeah, he's been part of that movement. Like,
and he's one of those that you don't just snipe at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know you're catching smoke if you say some shit about the boy.
He's nice with it.
Always been in there. Also would like to see him move into that zone of having that single.
Yeah.
You know, that everyone can latch onto and start go listening to everything else that he's done, because he's been around doing his thing.
He's been around like for a while. I remember him battling Big Zulu on Metro FM.
Yeah. And was it on a skill on your show, no?
Yeah.
How did that shit go?
when he was still on the come up.
That was nice. That was wild actually, because Zulu came through.
Yeah.
Sbuda came through.
Yeah.
Even y'all were a bit like, who do we give it to?
Yeah. You know. No, it was a close contest, you know. I think Sbuda P took it from the callers, the votes.
Okay.
But it was real close. You know, it was a neck and neck situation.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Sbuda. Would like to see you drop a lot more music this year as well.
Yeah.
Also, man, niggas like him, they're such dope spitters. I like to see them do more social media work.
Yeah.
Like, don't get lazy on that too. Like, you can drop me a 16 at any point in time.
Yeah.
So if you wake up in the morning, drop me a 16, let me carry on my day, I'm writing that, you know what I mean? Like, I saw people go crazy over the Nasty C verse, and I'm like, that's only because no one's dropping verses anymore.
Yeah.
That's not the most fire verse ever.
Yeah.
But it's because no one else is dropping. No, we're not hearing verses like that because the dope spitters don't want to get on their phones and do nice shit for us.
You know, don't sleep on your social media presence.
Especially y'all fire niggas, dog, from the hood.
Yeah.
Especially. I think that's your platform. If you're not going to be able to get on the radio, at least use your social media so we can retweet your ass and then other people will see you.
Alright, shout out to Sbuda P, man.
Yes, sir.
Producers? We see you, yeah.
Producers?
Producers, we have Thapelo Mashiane.
Okay.
012 Pretoria.
Who's that? I don't know him like that.
You don't know, he's done, I think he's involved on every Lost Diamond.
Okay. So
you know,
Lost
and
1
he's
and 2.
worked and he's worked with he's worked on Black Lass's solos.
Okay.
Yeah.
From telling me that, I can really feel what type of sound and what type of producer he is.
Yeah, no, he's quite a dope producer.
Yeah, how did you meet him? Have you met him?
I have.
How were you introduced to him?
When I think he once invited me to a P. Dot and Black Lass listening session in Pretoria.
Okay.
Yeah, and from then he's been sending me stuff. Everything he does that side. He also produces some R&B, you know. So yeah, he's quite a dope producer.
Nah, man. Shout out to him, Taggy. Gonna find out, gonna pump some more of his stuff. Do a bit of my Google search.
Yeah, look him up.
You do the same. You do the same.
Thapelo Mashiane, dope producer right there. Look him up.
Yeah, one to look out for 2023.
2023.
New people. Dog,
yeah,
we've done
new
a million episodes, and every episode we put you onto some new producer. Actually, some of them aren't super new.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that's what he did.
Yeah, we're giving them spotlight. Sometimes you know the songs, you don't know who produced them.
Who did that shit? Now you know Thapelo's mostly on a lot of that Black Les and P. Dot and, you know, even P. Dot's own shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice, broski. Let's review this album, please. Can we?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Here I stay trippy with them visuals. I like Trip. Is he not in Limpopo for this weekend?
No, he's out here.
Okay.
Out here, man.
I never see him, so I'm always, the only time I get to speak to you, Trippy, is when you watch this shit.
You know
what we're looking at?
So, MashBeats, This Is a Religion.
Yes.
The album is out.
You go first.
I go first.
Okay, wait, before you go first, let's get through the logistics side of it. How many songs? How long is it?
Let me just double check.
It's got a bit more songs, so it's a full album, I know that. It's about 13 or a couple of 14, 15 songs.
Religion, 15 songs.
How long is it?
It is 46 minutes.
Okay, talk to me. Hit me up. I'm looking at the track list.
Yeah.
I dig the artwork, really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it because when he did drop it, the first week when he dropped this, this artwork was trending all over social media.
Yeah, I saw it. And it even made the charts.
And before you review it, the nice thing about Mash, all of his friends retweeted his shit. You know, the people on the album retweeted his shit. Like, everyone, I think, because he's not a rapper, they sort of made sure that y'all know that I'm on this verse on Mash's shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, speak to me about what you see.
I like it. There's inconsistencies because it's hip hop, and then while you're listening to hip hop, there's R&B. You know what I mean?
It's Iboma, smooth, you know, chap soul nyana.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think it's full of Tato Soul and Maclara.
Okay.
They're all over the album. I don't know if that was intentional or he couldn't get other artists.
I think it was more intentional. I think it's because they're homies, you know?
Yeah.
For me, everything you said is on point.
Yeah.
You sound like a man who listened to the album from track 1 all the way, because that's what happened to you happened to me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Bumped the first song, I'm like, okay. Second song, I'm like, nice, Maclara. Third song, I'm like, the fuck is going on now? Third song is like completely different, more raspy, and they singing and shit.
Yeah.
And they try to do this like European. It's a vibe, whatever they're doing, né?
Yeah.
My only issue is that when you get to that point in the album where he's doing that, because now for me, he's given me an album where it's like hip hop, and then it's like alternative hip hop.
Yeah, it goes.
And I'm like, but also, it's not done to the best of its ability. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So that track number 3, what track is it? Can you show me?
Track number 3, Make It Out.
With Raspy.
Make It Out Alive.
Yeah, shout out to Raspy. Who else is on that joint? Everyone on that song.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys. But my only issue with that is that the sound they were looking for on that song, I've heard many times from international artists, right? And I just don't think that song is on the same level as what they can do with the same kind of sound.
Yeah.
That's what I was upset with this song. I was just like, the singing is not, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just didn't give me the same feel as if Dua Lipa did that kind of song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm told. And if you're going to compete with a song like that, that's who you're looking at. Like, you're looking at European artists and Australian artists. And, you know, so when I got to that part of the album, I got confused like you did.
Yeah.
You know, carried on. Niggas rapped again.
I think he was just showcasing his production skills.
Talent.
Yeah, versatility.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's why I'm not too upset.
Yeah, I'm also not too upset.
I didn't expect it though, did you?
No, I didn't.
You thought it was going to be just rap, nah? Like, oh, you thought it was going to be like...
Never Ride.
Because Never Ride is there twice as well.
Yeah,
just
the original and the remix. Yeah.
There's another song that's a single that's on the album. I just don't remember which one it was. But
the one with Maclara.
Which one is it?
I think it's...
It's Bad with... No, It's Bad's not a single, nah? With Bo K Kid and Flo Jones in them. But there's a song that's
not CBD.
No, CBD is not a single.
It's not a single.
Nah, it was just a track off the album. Also a nice song, I like it.
Yeah.
But you're right, it's also about the Maclara versus Tato. I think that's what he should have called this thing.
Yeah.
Maclara versus Tato and friends. You know? But for me, like you're saying, as a producer / artist,
yeah,
this is a nice project.
It is a dope project.
It's a nice project.
I think he can do better if he can get a curator of the album, because I know he's nice on production. That's
we can hear that.
That's unquestionable.
Yeah. I played it around some women, and they're just like, "Yo, these beats, man."
Yeah, no,
so clean. I'm like, it's just because the guy he doesn't rap, he just makes the music,
yes.
And then they understood what I was talking about.
Rate it.
Should I rate it? I actually wanted to like comment on a particular
comment before you rate it.
The Tato Soul verse
on which track?
Religion.
Oh yeah.
RLGN. Clean, my dog.
Track 4, yeah, I liked it.
One of the nicest verses I've heard in a long time.
It's short though. Is it a one verse track?
I think it's one verse. One verse.
So it's a one verse.
It's one verse in and out. There are some elements of Aries there, but I think you did body Aries on that joint, my nigga. Like if they compare you guys, I
don't know about that.
I'm saying they almost sounded alike on the joint, but I do think he killed that shit. I wanted to comment on that, and just big shout out to Tato, big shout out to Maclara, big shout out to Marcus Harvey's on a lot of songs as well on this thing.
Tyson Sabatelli is also there.
Tyson is there. Big shout out, my boy. 7.5 out of 10.
7 out of 10 for me.
There you go, man. Go argue with MashBeats.
Rate it on the comments. Let's hear your rating. Let's hear your rating.
Go listen to it. Go buy the album. Make sure you listen to the homies. I'm sure they're going to be dropping more music this year. It's going to be a really nice one. MashBeats is an interesting watch. It's going to be sick to see what he's got. Let's get out of here.
Peace, man. We out.
Bye-bye.
I'm from the old school. You know me. All about the culture like Rashid and OG.